sure?
I don't remember.
Because I feel like I remember telling the story, but I told it to my mom. Maybe I only told it to my mom.
Because there was that like 10-minute video at the beginning of the day.
Well, that was before they called though, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I guess we'll just tell you.
Well, hi everyone. Welcome to this day. Sorry, I'm in my undershirt, so I hope you don't mind. But these little misses, well, mostly one of them, last night, that one, little Miss Ella, we got home last night at like 10. Yeah, 10. And then we got them ready for bed, and then Leisl fed them. Did you tandem feed them? So she tandem fed them at the same time. And then we put them in bed, like Dallas passed right out, but then Ella was just wide awake and like fussy. If you remember from yesterday's video, like towards the end, Dallas was just asleep and Ella was just wide awake, and
I had refed her.
Leisl refed her, and she just wasn't going down, and poor Leisl was so exhausted. And Leisl does get a tad bit more emotional when she's exhausted.
Oh, absolutely.
But I could tell that she was just insanely frustrated at little Ella, who's just so hungry. But at the same time, she shouldn't have been hungry because she literally breastfed for like probably 40 minutes.
Yeah,
combined.
she tandem fed for 20 minutes. She single fed for 20 minutes. Like, it shouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do for her. And when you're tired, everything seems 100 times worse than it really is.
True.
And she was just screaming at me.
And so I was just like, listen, Leisl, you just like sleep. And if she fusses again, I will take care of it. So that's what happened. She started crying again, so I went over and I like held her and tried to get her to fall asleep because I was like, maybe she's just like extremely tired. Because like she wouldn't take her binky, she would just like spit her binky out and she wasn't having that. And then like sometimes to test to see if they're hungry, we do like a finger test to see if they'll suck on our finger, and if they like go to town on your finger, then normally that means that they're hungry. So I was like doing that, she wasn't having that, so I was like, well, she must be tired and she won't fall asleep. So I was like doing all the tricks to try and get her to fall asleep, and then she was just screaming. And so I was like, fine, I am gonna go rock you in your chair. Because we have a rocking chair in the nursery, but we like never go in the nursery because they stay in here with us. So I was like, I'm gonna rock you in your nursery. I got her on the portable oxygen. I took her sensor off. I shut her sensor off, and I was like, we're done with the sensor. And I like walked into the nursery and I just rocked her, and she was happy, but she was still wide awake. And I was like, you must have just slept too much in the car today, because she just was wide-eyed and bushy-tailed.
She's so hungry right now, but we're waiting for the milk.
Yeah. But then she, as time progressed in there, I probably rocked her for like half an hour. Just so wide awake. As time progressed, she started getting mad again. So I was like, okay, we're going to see if you will take a bottle. So I went and I thawed milk. She was screaming the entire time.
Oh, I slept through all of this.
Yeah. She was so mad. And I was just like rocking her. The thing about breast milk is that it thaws really fast.
It does.
Which I think is very nice. But, so it thawed in like 5 minutes. I went and I put it in a bottle, and then she just started going to town. There was 4 ounces and she ate 2. And I think she could have gone more, but I didn't want her to, because she had breastfed twice, plus 2 more ounces. And the thing about breastfeeding is you never know how much they get. But, and then I brought her back in
weighing
here.
them, we would know. But.
That's true. And then I brought her back in here, and she fell right asleep, and so did I. Didn't wake up until like 7 this morning? 6, maybe?
She woke up again at 6 to eat again. So you probably woke up around like 6:30 or something.
I see. So that's our night. So
because
no one can...
6:30 rolls around, I fed them, and they are screaming at me again.
So I woke up, and I was like, here, give me this child. Because she was just crying and screaming and all of that good stuff.
And again, I was exhausted. I had to leave the room to cry.
She did. She left the room and went to went to cry. My suggestion to anyone who's thinking about having children or has children and finds them frustrating, just leave the room. Just leave. If you're emotional and tired and can't handle it, just leave. Hopefully you have a husband who's helpful and kind like me. No, I'm kidding. Whoop, sorry.
No, but really, hopefully you do.
Because I'm not past just taking the children. Like, it's my turn. Well, even though I can't feed them, I kind of can if we have milk in the freezer.
We have the bottle. Here's my suggestion, is that we had a lot of people who had twins telling us, feed them at the same time, wake the other one. If one wakes up, wake up the other one, feed them at the same time, always feed them at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's just not working for us.
No.
And that's what we were trying to do, but my suggestion is do what works for you, because I tandem feed them and it's so overwhelming for all of us that it's hard because our girls sometimes, most of the time, will have to burp halfway through a meal. And so when one of them comes unlatched and needs to burp, I'm trying to keep the other one latched while burping, and like it gets so overwhelming for all three of us that I don't think anyone feeds well.
Right.
When we're tandem.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have to feed them. They do better when I feed them separately.
Yeah. So that's kind of the update from last night. So no one out there can ever tell me that I do not help my wife, or that I should help my wife, because I do. So I want you all to remember that. Because I literally stayed up till 2 a.m. trying to put that one to sleep. And then I woke up at 7 and helped Leisl, who was in a panic. So I just want everyone to know that even though there's a stigma that husbands aren't helpful with children, I break that stigma. So you're welcome. Alright, so we're going to feed these children and then feed ourselves because we haven't eaten. I'm pretty hungry. Okay. Whoop. She stirs. Lionel. Hi. How's my spot? I've been on the love sack all day.
That's my spot, though.
No, it's my spot first. Guys, today's been a pretty lazy day. Sorry the remote was in your face. We've just been watching Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt all day. It's a lazy day because you know why. We were up all night. How about that? It's fine. But now these munchkins are just sleeping away, never to sleep again. Oh.
Now they've screwed up their schedule.
It's okay. Let's show you their faces for today. Hello. I don't think we told them that they didn't pass their room air test. I don't think we told you guys that. Surprise, they didn't pass. But we knew that was coming, right? So.
Are you sure?
I don't remember.
Because I feel like I remember telling the story, but I told it to my mom. Maybe I only told it to my mom.
Because there was that like 10-minute video at the beginning of the day.
Well, that was before they called though, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I guess we'll just tell you. Again, and if we already did, we won't put this part in the video. So they called me this morning and said that they finally got the results back, and that they did pretty poorly. So the stipulations were they have to be breathing 90 or above 95% of the time. Dallas was only doing 90 or above 64% of the time, and Ella was only doing it about 80% of the time. And the girl who called me, the nurse said, so the doctor recommends you do it again in 1 month. She said, but he put, or again in 2 weeks if the mom really wants. And I was like, I would like to, please. I was like, we had a lot of problems with the sensors, so I would like to try again. And she's like, okay. She's like, I'll put down that you really want to. And she's like, because I am all for it. I want them to get off as much as you, so I think you should. You have nothing to lose. And I was like, yeah. So she's ordered the test for us so that we can do it again on Monday. So hopefully this time we'll get 2 sensors that work. And now we kind of know what the sensors are and the machines and everything, and we can be sure that those little suckers are stuck on those feet real good.
Yep.
And they have been doing better in general anyway, so hopefully, if not, I guess we'll do it again in 2 weeks.
Guess so. Okay, that's our day. We'll see you in a hot second.
Harry here is the most promising student in my seminar.
What are you doing?
I'm so impressed by recent
Well,
paper of his.
I don't know if he's going to do
I
it.
asked him to present it in my intro philosophy class tomorrow.
You want to get it, Edmund?
Also, he is extremely
Get it.
poor.
Get it.
That's my class.
Get it.
Did you realize I was the
I'm afraid he's going to stab me in the face.
It's about the Fado.
Tomorrow.
Well, surprise, surprise. It's a new day. We just didn't say goodbye yesterday. No one knows why.
We got busy.
And exhausted.
Babies.
I don't know. So we'll say goodbye to you today. And hope you enjoyed our video. Sorry that it wasn't more exciting, but guys, babies, they take up your time. We can't have adventures quite yet, but we will one day. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Did you like that? Oh, you don't like that? As always, have courage.
Be kind.
We'll see you tomorrow. Today.